So it was 40 degrees over the weekend in January, which is astounding for Michigan. And I was on a bike ride and I was feeling amazing because, I needed this in my life. I needed 40-degree weather and sunlight on a road that wasn't covered in mud and snow. I'm going down Indian Mountain Trail. The westbound lane has been converted into a bike lane. So it's one-way eastbound for cars, two-way for bikes in the former westbound lane. And I come up behind this car that is just like parked in the bike lane. And I am like, I'm furious because like this is like my biggest pet peeve in the entire world. And so I see this guy and I'm just like, all right, he's just parked and it's January, it's not a very busy day, whatever. So like the guy doesn't even see me, but so this guy's just parked in the bike lane and I swerve past him and he looks at me like completely dumbfounded. And I'm non-confrontational, so I just want this guy to move. So I like start swatting backward behind me and keep riding away. And I think that's it. I'm like, whatever. It's Sunday. I'm on my bike finally. I'm not gonna let this get me down. I keep riding, and sure enough, like 2 miles down the road, a white car driving just down this bike lane, like slowly staring at the water, and I'm behind it, right? And I'm like, this is too much, because like now I'm not gonna go into this car lane to pass you. I'm like, I need you to move. And so I'm behind Ryan slow enough. And I think this guy sees me because he's like slowing down and hitting his brakes every now and then. And I hold out my right arm, like, get over. You need to move to the right. That is your lane. Dude does not move. And I think to myself, dude, you are not going to ruin my Sunday. So I pull out my camera phone, which I keep in my feed bag so I can easily take pictures while I'm riding. So he sees my phone come out, boom, instantly right lane. And I think that's a big win for me. So pro tip, keep your phone easy access if you need a car to get out of the bike lane. And with that, welcome to the Wheel Friends podcast, a comedy podcast that exists in the world of bicycling. I'm the host, Craig. If this is your first time with us, welcome. The Wheel Friends is a show where I talk to my friends about bicycling, and we have fun, and we don't take things very seriously. And I started the show because I wanted to make the podcast about bicycling that I wanted to listen to. And so now that I'm making it, I'm going to make it into whatever I want. So I hope you enjoy the things we do. We're going to be going on more adventures this year. We're going to be doing some more experimental stuff because it's a podcast should be fun, so we're gonna get real weird. Today on the Wheel Friends, my friend Liz returns to the show. She's a bike mechanic at the Spoke Folks Bicycle Co-op, and she's also an artist. She's also been on the show before. She was in episode 9 where we stood in a river till we were eaten by mosquitoes and had to leave. We'll be talking about our bicycling resolutions for 2018, as well as some really cool bicycle designs that we've been thinking about. And it's a whole lot of fun. We're going to start with Liz talking about a fundraiser she's doing for the Spoke Folks, where she's selling bicycle rims that have reused inner tubes woven through them. So I hope you enjoy it. How is the Spoke Folks? I saw you doing a fundraiser.
Yeah. So I want to start practicing to incorporate like my art and my passion for bicycles.
I support this.
Thank you. So I just thought it would be cool to create some like wall hangings and different unique art pieces that we could sell as a fundraiser to kind of kickstart our season at the Spoke Folks. So I just took old rims that we had because we have a lot of scrap, and that's fun too. So I took old rims and then old tube and just kind of figured out how to weave the tubes in between the rims, and it looks really cool. And so I just want to maybe think about some other materials I could include along with the tubes and stuff.
Upcycling.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, everything like in this piece, is recycled, and it's free to me as an artist. So just kind of not taking advantage of, I don't know. I don't like the phrase taking advantage because I'm doing it with intention.
Yeah.
I mean,
cool. all of human evolution has been taking advantage of something. So
yeah. Intentionally taking advantage.
Actually, I do. It does sound darker than I thought. Now that I've heard it again.
Yeah, it sounds very menacing. But that's the point. I'm trying to make it just really awesome and exciting, and trying to get our community who has like helped us out in the past want to help us out continually throughout, our different seasons. And this one is season of change for the Spoke folks. A lot of things are changing, like in the way of roles. And so just trying to keep like that momentum and like support in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any big stuff planned for this year?
I know.
Now that it is 2018.
Yeah, I know. I know that there's going to be a ride that's being organized. It's more so being organized by our board right now. So I'm a little out of loop with that. But we always have.
They aren't taking your suggestions.
I need to get in on those meetings. That's really what I need to do. But it's like secret. I always imagine them like all like maybe they have matching robes or something. Like lots of candles. Like that's how I imagine board meetings.
Yeah.
But
that's what they look like.
Like there's like a cave like in the hill. Oh my God. You have to like have so many miles like racked up on your punch card to like prove that you like bikes.
Was it the Veluminati?
Oh, yes, I think so. It's like
all the good
cyclo-
occult things have been like taken by the bike culture already. I'm trying to come up with new ones, but like black mass. There's got to be something like the critical black mass.
Oh, I like where that was going.
That sounds like a great event that I would show up to.
Yes. I don't know what it would be about.
It would probably be like a I don't my knowledge of the occult is very minimal.
Yeah.
I grew up a good Christian boy.
Same. Oh no, I was raised as a boy.
Similar. Do you have resolutions for biking in 2018?
I think yes, but gently. Like I don't have like.
I'm with you. I'm about them soft pitches.
Yes, yeah. I'm like, isn't that what self-love is about? Like, just like give yourself some time. Like give yourself some like forgiveness. But definitely riding more in the winter.
Yeah.
Because, like you said earlier, you're a weenie. I'm a weenie.
Hey, that was off.
Did you say that word?
Mic.
Throw you under the bus. You guys, Craig's a weenie.
And I said I'm being a winter wimp right now.
Oh, I like that.
I have ideal winter conditions that I seek.
Yeah, honestly, and I'm realizing after today and how much melting action was happening, I like it when it's much colder.
Yeah.
To ride. My waterproof pants are not waterproof in the butt. And so walked up first day of class this semester, my whole backside.
Got that skunk tail.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what?
You got fenders?
Well, okay, so I bought these cool pants that and they're supposed to be waterproof and like they're like a really thin snow pant, but not as 80s swishy. They look cool and they have like cool pockets and stuff. And so I just like slid them on over my jeans and they're waterproof like in the legs for like my legs, but my booty. Yeah. So I'm going to have to remedy
So why
that.
don't you have fenders?
I do have fenders. But somebody came into the shop one day like last summer and was like, so do you get to work on your bikes all the time? I was like, no, unfortunately not. Like I'm taking care of other people's bikes. And he said, oh, what's that saying about the cobbler's kids' shoes always have holes in them? And like I had never heard of that before. And it makes total sense. But I always just imagine like the Keebler elf, like baking cookies so hard that like his family is going unfed. Like that's my through line. I'm like, I feel so bad. So no, I'm neglecting my bike, but I have fenders.
I got the clip-on ones. That's super easy.
Yeah, I should probably get that.
So for me, for like my biking resolutions in 2016, it was double 2015's mileage, which was fun. But I did 16-15 in 2015. And so to do that, I had to do 32-30 in 2016. And so that was a lot of fun. It was great. I nailed it. But like,
no biggie.
The thing is, like, I was trying to cram as many miles into the hour of riding as I could. Yeah. And like, I'm not like, I don't train. Like, training's not my deal. Yeah. And so like, it made biking feel a lot like work.
Yeah.
So then in 2017, I had two soft
Very nice.
resolutions. One was just do 400 hours on the bike.
Oh, cool.
Because that would, it doesn't matter how many miles I get.
Yeah.
I just, it's important to be outside and with my friends and doing great things on the bicycle. So that's all that I decided, but I did not make it because my other soft resolution was start a bicycling podcast, which, believe it or not, takes an unbelievable amount of time out of your bicycling week.
Yeah,
so,
I can imagine.
I'm still happy with the amount of miles I got in 2017.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I started doing this.
Yeah.
But I'm shooting for something way easier in 2018.
And it is. Drum
I
roll.
don't know yet. Let's not rush it.
Oh, okay. I know the year is young, people. Like
Yeah.
everybody's so quick to jump to resolutions. I'm like, it's a new year, new you. Like, do you even know who you are right now?
Yeah.
Like,
Find your bicycling self.
yeah. Oh man.
I don't know if I'm a roadie or a triathlete or what.
You just like completely transform. You always in a kit. Like it just like, Craig, what happened?
Am I the kind of guy that just buys a rusty mongoose and rides it to the liquor store once a year? Is that me as a cyclist?
You just regressed.
Yeah.
I love it. Yep, gotta do my yearly bike ride to the liquor store. Wow.
It's like going back to Neanderthal or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. You do a lot of other things in your life, but like that's like the one thing that you're like, I have a scheduled day every year. Like that's what I'm imagining. Like just super goofy ritual. It's like Craig's big day out.
Maybe this year I'll just stretch the 400-hour thing in.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be streamlining my recording process.
Yes.
Here at the handlebar.
Oh man. That's amazing. Can I paint you a cool sign for the wall that
Sure.
says that?
Yeah, I'll take it. Because I gotta kind of get rid of these weird wall hangings.
What?
But yeah, I'm realizing like what a great basement I have for like producing stuff. Because I'm like, I could like, this is almost like a goddamn YouTube set. Like, what have I done? Why have I chosen to live like this?
It's great. I really love seeing how people like curate their houses. Like I love it. And that's something like I focus on in my own house. Today, I finally was able to kick the icicle off my entryway steps. It was like a frozen mound of ice because my entry is not insulated, but it's like covered.
Yeah.
And
but
so it's like
where
leaking.
the heat leaks.
Yeah. And yeah. So I just really felt like that added to like to the aesthetic of my home. Like you crawl through this cave and then you're able to get inside this like warm,
For sure.
cozy space.
I grew up basically living in the basement because like the basement was the cool part of the house all summer long.
Always,
so I was always
yeah.
down there, and then in the winter like couldn't go outside, so I was in the basement. So to me, like being in the basement is just like the natural place to like hang out.
Yeah. It was like always the cool place. You're like, hey, do you want to go hang out in the basement?
Yeah, so this
Like-
this is gonna be great in the summertime. Like I'll have
Yeah.
no problem booking guests.
Especially
It
like
is-
if you
it's
bring
gonna be
some
65
of that snow in here.
degrees.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
All right, so if you had $5,000
Ooh.
to go crazy building a bicycle,
Oh yeah.
what would you make?
I've been telling myself that I really want to make a touring bike. Like, I mean, I really like my road bike and I would just ride that everywhere if I could, but it can't carry a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
there's no place.
isn't
to,
it
like,
carbon?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm afraid of too. I'm like, if I'm going to take this like across the country, I need something a little more
Yeah,
trusty. I'm not like shitting on carbon though because I love you.
I haven't given it a chance.
Yeah. And I don't really know like what brand or like I guess specifically like what.
Aesthetic is fine.
Yeah. Okay, it will be green. And and with blue handlebar tape, and it would be
I dig that.
very shiny. Like there would be glitter in the paint. I want it. I've also thought about like my dream life, and I think
You're not
$5,000 could get me far in my dream life. But I want like an extended wheelbase bike so that I could put a kayak on it and then have my dog run with me, and I would be like living on like the West Coast, like in a small shack, and then we would just like ride down to the beach and like in the morning, and then like ride back and like stop at the local bakery and get a bagel. And like I would only have that bike, you know, or maybe I'd have like a bunch of bikes, but like I would just be a bike dog mom.
Like dog mom. Got it.
Yes. So that's what I could do with $5,000 too.
So you'd want
live my
extended
best me.
wheelbase. So you've got like that extra space in the back that you can put like, you do art. So you're probably going to want an easel that'll go back there.
My whole portfolio.
Be able to carry a couple canvases. So maybe a little customized. And then of course a dog rack.
Yes.
What dog is going on this bicycle? Because I know you have it picked out.
Well, Martel told me that he's going to start breeding Nova. And
Nova is
a chocolate pit bull, but she's very short.
Ooh. Like a little Hershey Kiss dog.
Yes. Oh my God. But then also, I'm not picky. I can imagine a lot of different types of dogs with me.
All right. Oh, I figured since you already had like the location and the bicycle, like maybe you had the dog, but yeah.
It would also be, I would love an American bulldog just because they're so
why
just
not
like,
both?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, perfect.
So what you don't spend on the bicycle can go into purchasing the dogs.
Yes.
Excellent. Anything else going on that bad boy?
Probably some flags. And maybe like a smoothie maker.
Yeah, I mean you got the space for it.
Right. It would be like a pedal powered smoothie maker. And so I could just like make one on the way. And I think that might be it.
And then the leftover cash will go toward your dogs, and then
donate it to the Humane Society.
Perfect. Got it all figured out. Really, Andy took advantage of the budget. I'm going to say this is 12 out of 10 perfect bike.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't know if I've talked about this on the show. I cannot stand listening to my own work after I've already uploaded it.
Yeah.
I'm just done. Like, yep, it's out there.
Goodbye.
Not a good way to learn from your mistakes, but
that's okay.
But anyway, I want to do a whole set of Lord of the Rings inspired touring bikes.
Oh.
So like you're gonna have your Frodo, which is gonna be like a Rivendell frame, naturally.
Yes.
Rivendell. And then you're gonna, because Tolkien history, every bike's gonna have a Brooks saddle.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of leather and brass and very specific metals for each person, because like they all have different backgrounds. So maybe all the Hobbit bikes will be like 650B, just so a little smaller wheels.
Just a little softer.
Yeah. And then Gimli's will be 650B, but studded tires.
Ooh, yeah.
He's more more that mountain thing the dwarves do.
Pickaxes, essentially.
I think an elf tourer has to be able to go off road, so we're gonna just do 700, but maybe with like a 35 millimeter tire. Or something.
Definitely.
Maybe nothing too aggressive, but then Aragorn and Boromir, I think they're gonna get the more of a mountain bike, type touring bicycle.
All terrain, baby.
Yeah, all terrain. So I think I nailed it. That's all the party members, right?
I think so. I mean, well, like, what would Gandalf ride when he shows up?
Oh, fuck, Gandalf.
I mean,
God damn it. He's like the...
I mean,
He's a shitty caster, though, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you play D&D, but, like, you don't want a wizard that doesn't, like, blast range all the time.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, Gandalf?
I think he's just kind of grown out of it. Like, he was probably a really reckless young boy.
Oh, so are we talking Fellowship or Towers? Because that's going to affect the color of this bicycle. What if it's double-sided?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
What a creative design team.
I'm here to help.
The Mary and Pippins one have to match. Sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're BFFs.
What if they rode a tandem?
Oh my God, Liz.
That would be so cute. But they get separated at one point, so that would be tragic. They'd have to rebuild their bike.
In Return of the King.
Yeah. I was honestly staring at those DVDs today because I was like, I have the extended edition. And I'm like, man, what am I going to do? Like, now that I'm trying to stay focused.
Yeah.
I'm like.
I did my watch through with Patience recently. So
great.
So that's when these gears started turning. But
Yeah.
like, this is definitely the furthest we've gone. It's going to be more than $5,000 though, obviously.
Yeah. It's a good start.
So Mary and Pippin tandem bike. Excellent. Samwise and Frodo are going to be... So I figure Frodo is going to take like, he wears like a hunter green a lot.
Yes.
And then, the head badge can match that like leaf thing they've got. And then he's definitely going to need something gold, either the chain ring or maybe the headset. Because that's like a nice, like, especially like the Chris King ones with the laser engraving on the side.
That would be perfect.
So this is the only time I
wonder
care
if you
about
could
components.
like get it like hot. It was like you put your hand around it. It was like he activated that way.
Oh my God. that I'm not a metallurgist, but I'm sure it can be done.
I think so.
With great confidence.
Yeah.
And then, or maybe a top cap, bare minimum, like if we can't come up with anything else. But definitely custom top caps for everybody else.
While you think about it, I think the orcs would ride the mongooses that the forks like separate.
No,
like
that's so mean.
Or like wait, have you seen? Oh, what's it called?
They would just be rat rods.
Turbo
right?
Kid. Yes. Those bikes that they ride, like that's what I'm imagining.
Some scraper bikes.
Yeah, just crazy with risers. And their head badge would be like the white hand.
Oh yeah. The white hand of Sauron.
Yes.
Sauron's army.
This is too much fun, dude. Instead of like birthing orcs like out of the like fiery lava, they're just like making their own bikes.
Yeah. Oh, all that metal pounding. They're just making these Franken bikes.
Yeah. Who needs swords when you have bikes?
Yeah, I think that just about. I think we got the party, and I'm so glad we've extended to the rest of the. Yeah. I was just going for like the main group.
We've gone so far.
Yeah. Oh.
It's been a terrific journey.
Yeah, and then it'd be great for the photo shoot for this whole bicycle thing to do a whole trip across New Zealand. But.
Silently screaming. I was thinking, I was like, have they made a bike route on like following their journey yet? I mean, they have like Hobbiton. Like, why don't they have like a mapped out?
Oh my God, I
route?
can bike to Hobbiton.
Oh my God.
I can bike to the Shire. I can see those little round doors.
My bike would fit perfectly through those round doors.
Smoke the halfling's leaf.
Yeah. I mean, that's like what they grow at the Shire, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we
yeah.
all know.
It was Gandalf's
It's not
love of
lost
the
on me.
halfling's leaf has clouded his mind.
Well, I think that's why he's so calm. That's why he doesn't like fire blast everyone.
Not good for casting.
That's too funny. It's like a warning on the bottle.
That party has too few range people, too many fucking fighters, not enough clerics. And they cut the bard for some reason.
Oh, yeah, they did. That's too.
Slam dunk for approachability. This episode reaches a new demographic of Lord of the Rings fans.
Oh my gosh, I'm all about it.
How is being a mechanic at a bike shop in the winter?
Oh boy, it's cold. Like it's like you can't do a lot when you can't move your fingers. Like our shop, you walk into the shop to open and it's 40 degrees. I'm not kidding you.
That's why you're not complaining about how cold it is
it feels
down
comfortable. And I'm laughing a lot and that like keeps me warm. But it's hard, but it's also really nice. I keep reminding myself, like, at least you're not sweating. It's not summer. Like, when you're sweating so badly that you still can't grip anything. Like, you gotta like make your choice on which kind of uncomfortable you want to be.
Yeah, I guess like when you're working on something and you're frustrated and it is super sweaty and it's getting in your eyes and you just can't accomplish your task and you're just getting more and more furious. Like, that's less than ideal conditions. I would take being just above freezing cold over that.
Yeah.
Freezing,
and then it warms up.
Having changed like a car tire in like super like snowy, rainy conditions. Absolutely fuck that.
Yeah. It's hard.
I would rather be sweating and frustrated than
Oh man. It's not bad though, like in the way of like customers for us. I mean, I can imagine like a for-profit shop would be, I mean, different. That just seems like more of regular business, but like it's still great to like see people come down and like you know, want to still learn or help out or whatever, and that's really cool. So
I just came up with my resolution.
Okay,
I'm gonna get a mountain bike this year.
Yeah. That like crossed your face. I was like, something's about to happen. Okay, what kind of mountain bike? $5,000. Go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Because I don't know what I'm gonna spend the rest of it on. I don't know. So like, I'm happy with hardtails.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna be jumping too much in 2018. 2017 was fun for jumps, but my wrist still cracks in fun new ways. So maybe I'm gonna accept that I'm gonna be 29 and that I don't need to get airborne so much. Like I still want to get airborne.
Yeah,
it's a good feeling being up there. So
it's crazy.
I want something that can withstand some bumps. So I'm thinking like definitely front suspension.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like as much as I want to go rigid. I could probably use the suspension. I've done, you know, like a rigid single speed makeshift mountain bike out of an old road bike, and done some mountain bike trails. So I know I've got the fundamental skills down. I don't need to like do that training like that sort of like logical evolution of mountain biking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna accept front shocks. That's my speech on why I'm finally giving into suspension.
That's great. We all believe you and support you.
I mean, I fought against it for a long time. I still don't need full suspension because let's be real.
That's okay. Suspension with intention.
Wow. Mind blown. I just pictured like the rainbow, like suspension with intention.
The more you know.
So, and then wheel size, I haven't really thought about like, cause I'm just going to probably go 27.5 and not even worry about it. There's so many possibilities and so many options for bikes and stuff. When you start like focusing too hard on like the components, I think it clouds your intention to circle back. So like, you know, I say, you know, buy the ticket, take the ride. No, I don't say that. Hunter S. Thompson says that. But every time I make a big purchase at the bike shop, that's like my mental thing. I say, buy the ticket, take the ride. And
that's awesome.
So yeah, that'll happen this year.
Right on. And where would you take it for your first ride?
Probably Wallfield, so I can get some air on it.
Just gotta break it in.
Just gotta break it in. Yeah, I probably will put a dropper post on it though. Something fun. Shit, should I do single speed or should I? I've done single speed my whole life.
Yeah, I was gonna say, stay true to what you know.
Stay true to what I know.
This is just getting
single
really.
Speed or die.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I am one of those people that like gets like, I went to college for philosophy. Like, so like I can't help but get philosophical about bikes.
That's
okay.
So
to me, when I build one, it has to like it is full of purpose and meaning, and I have to agonize over its intentions because I can never just fucking do something.
It's a true artist.
Yeah.
Like I said at the beginning, I'm trying to like cross over, baby. Like there's so much like
international.
International.
You're gonna be the DJ Khaled of bicycling.
It would be awesome. I'd get lost in the middle of the night. I'd have my flashlight. That's my favorite DJ Khaled video is when he's lost on a Sea-Doo.
Poor guy.
No, he was probably so confused. Like I don't think he went to Boy Scouts. Like he probably just doesn't know what to do. Poor guy.
Also, like I've heard him called a millennial before? That guy's 42.
Ooh, yeah. People are trying to expand that bracket. Like, let's just keep it tight, keep it locked. We'll get over it faster. Yeah. Like
Resolution B.
Okay.
Wear more sunscreen.
Oh. For your health.
Yeah. We're probably gonna get a lot more sun. With the way the world is, climate change is real. We are, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna wear more sunblock.
I think that sounds great. Yeah, it's like, how do you have fun in the sun and not like die in the rage of fire?
I started imagining bicycles and stuff drawn in the style of Jamie Howlett of Gorillaz.
Yeah.
And Tank Girl. Tank Girl more.
I'm listening.
Tank Girl's that real shit.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
If it just needs bicycles and like that's that. Liz, do you want to work on a comic book?
Yes. So badly. We'll publish it under like the Wheel of Friends. Like it'll become a whole franchise.
Yeah.
Like,
we're going international this year.
International. That's the resolution for Wheel of Friends.
Hear them air horns.
Oh my gosh.
All right, that's going to do it for the Wheel Friends. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you, Liz, for being here, for being so cool. Liz's art is up at Nestology on Wealthy Street. It's an art gallery connected to the Sparrow Coffee House. So if you want to check out her arts and prints that she has for sale, you can stop in. Support a local artist. You can also visit her at the Spoke Folks. Their winter hours are Tuesdays and Saturdays, noon to 7 and 10 to 7 respectively. Their summer hours start again in March. Be sure to look them up. Facebook, they're the Spoke Folks. While you're on the internet looking at social media anyway, why don't you check us out? We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. We're international. Until next time, I'm Craig Richards. This has been the Wheel Friends.